So you went out and got one of these because you want to do some of this. And you're thinking, maybe I can make a little of this. But in order to do that, I got to have one of these. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how I passed the Part 107 test and the way that I got myself organized with all of the information out there. All right, let's do this. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time we're meeting, my name is John Naccarato. I'm a professional commercial photographer based here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Now in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about getting your FAA Part 107 drone license. Now there's a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm not going to rehash these and go over 2.5 hours of taking quizzes and questions and so forth, because I went through all of those, and I'm going to leave some of those descriptions in the link because I think they're pretty good to study with. But I'm going to tell you how I prepared and how I organized everything. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm a visual person. I like to watch stuff. I like to watch videos. But then I get little parsed out where there's things all over. There's screen grabs. There's YouTube videos. There's notes that I'm taking. There's PDFs. There's all of these things. Well, I got a way to keep them into one spot, and it helped me really keep organized no matter where I was in the house. If I was on my iPhone, my iPad, my computer, it didn't matter. Let me show you what that tool is. All right, so what I'm going to show you here, this is an app. And what this app is called is it is called GoodNotes. It's good for iOS, iPhone, iPad, and MacBook Pro, iMac, anything Mac related. Now what you're going to see here is this nice picture of somebody drawing on here and taking notes. But which is kind of nice because you can, it will transcript them as you handwrite them out. If you like them typed in the OCR, it'll actually convert them for you. And it'll go left hand, right hand, whichever one you want to use. And it also allows you to keep these little notebooks and folders and PDFs and JPEGs and whatever else that you want to do on it. You can scan documents into it, take photos into it, make quick notes, import, do anything you want, all in this nice little bundle. All right, and the best thing that I like about it is that it synchronizes with everything, so you only have to do it one time, and it keeps it all nice and tidy. As you can see here, it's for the Mac and for the iPhone and iPad. I'm going to take it to the app right now. Now this is my iPad, and as you can see up here, this is my FAA test prep, and there are all these little folders that are in here. Each one of these has a PDF that you can download, like these nautical charts, so on and so forth. Now, what I found it really handy to do was just take snapshots or PDFs and to dump them in this one folder. And I have a bunch of folders in here, as you can see, but this is my FAA folder. Now, one of the things that I started with is I took a course from Remote Pilot 101. Now, Remote Pilot 101 is an education program. There's a bunch out there, but this is the one that I chose, and it was $149. There's probably some coupon codes out there that you can get it some discounts on. I didn't ask. I'm not affiliated with them in any way as far as them sponsoring this video. This is just the course that I took, and the reason that I did it, it was an investment for me to get this license, and I figured it, even for $149 to have this course that you go through everything that's going to be on the test. That's the way I learn really well. Plus, you get it for life. They always keep it updated, and you can take the recurrent test in 2 years as well, and you don't have to pay any additional money. That's just how my brain works, and I love seeing the visuals and how people walk through different things like that. So I took the course, and I loved it, and I ended up passing the course with flying colors. So let me take you on how I kind of organized my thoughts here. This is my iPad here. I have a folder here called FAA Test Prep. In this folder, I can put anything I want. I could put screenshots, I could put PDFs, anything that I want to put in here. We just talked about me taking the Remote Pilot 101 course. I have a folder for that in the left-hand side here. As you can see, as I go through the lessons, I make my own notes. These are things that I think stood out for me because I don't want to rewatch the video over and over and over. And on, the day before the test day, I've gone through all this training, and it's easier for me to just reference back my notes. And it's just for me to remember. Now, the cool thing is is that also in this is the study guide. So I go on the FAA website, and here is everything it says is going to be on this test. Everything right here. You know, the rules, airspace, weather, loading, emergency procedures, crew resource management, everything I need to know is going to be on this. Now I can make notes on that saying, man, I really need to study this more. Now on the top left corner, you're going to see these 4 little boxes. If you click on those boxes, it's going to bring up all the pages that are in your notes. So you can see, you know, part of this guide here, it talks about weather and this mature stage and dissipating stage. And I can make notes on this, like I have a question on that. I need to research that a little bit more. So it's a really nice way to kind of organize your thoughts. So one thing I recommend really, and this is personal preference. I know there's people out there have gone and watched YouTube videos and done okay. They've scraped by, they've kind of passed the test, but those things get outdated. If you sign up for a course, it tends to be updated all the time, and you get little updates and things that FAA comes out with, and they notify you on that. So if you're going to get a license like this and you're going to stay with it for a while, it's probably not a bad idea just to invest. But if you just want to wing it, I don't blame you there. If you're probably smarter than I am. Okay. Now, I'll admit I didn't go through this study guide with a fine-tooth comb and read every single line. I browsed over a lot of it because a lot of it was in the course that I took. But there were some questions on there in regards to the test. Let me see if I can find one of them here. I think I even wrote it down when I left there. And it was, let's see. Oh, here was one of them. When you have to update your mailing address. That was one of the questions on the test. That wasn't on anything that I'd read. Like updating your mailing address, I'd never read it. Obviously, it's 30 days. Here's another one. All right, here's another one that was on the test that I never really studied for. Rudder controls what on an aircraft? The pitch, roll, or yaw? They don't have any of those on a drone. But I didn't think they were probably going to have those, but they're in the study guide. So what I'm saying is there's little things. I mean, that was a question that I missed, right? I got an 88%, but I missed stupid questions like this. Nothing with weather and METARs and all of the other complicated stuff like sectional charts. None of that was a problem because I'd studied for it and it was on the course, no problem. But they like to throw these little questions in there. But if you look at the study guide, you're going to remember a couple of those things and you'll probably be able to ace it. Had I read these things, I would have aced the test, no problem, because I breezed through it in about 50 minutes. I think it's how fast I took the test because of what the study materials that I had. But here's the great thing. So I'm going to show you a little trick on GoodNotes, and as you're going along, you're watching YouTube videos on your phone or on your iPad or on your computer, and you're like, I kind of want to remember those little things. So let me show you a little trick, and it's on the iPad. You have the Apple Pencil. If you go on the bottom left of your iPad and you just off the screen and you swipe diagonally left to right, down to up, it takes a screenshot. Or you can do the normal power button and volume button and take a screenshot, okay? So I'm just going to do this here. I'm going to swipe up. It's now going to take a picture. I hit done. I hit save to photos. Now let's say that snapshot that I just took, I want to kind of place it in here near my rudder controls. Let's just say this is a picture and it had a great object in it. On the top row, you're going to see some icons. There's some colored ones there. And on the left, there's a little camera icon. And one left is a little photo icon that brings it up. Now you see where I have taken a screenshot of this. So I just click on that. It holds it in, it brings it into the screen. I grab the bottom right hand corner. I just hold it down and shrink it. I can move it around on here and I can hit enter, and then I can just move it around, go back to my pen tool and say, hey, pay attention to this. So what it does is just allows you to just, like you're going to college, and put all this stuff in one spot. That's the problem that I had. Everything was all over hell. I couldn't find anything. I put it all in here, one little bundle, and I use it for everything now in my life. I put in folders and I can drag them all in there. All right, so the second thing I want to show you is you can also bring in JPEG files to help you even more. So here is a picture of a METAR report, and I found this helpful because I knew as I went through each box which one did what without even having to go back through the videos. I can also go back into more of the knowledge test reports, testing sites, etc., etc. So my recommendation is just get organized, plan all these things, go to the FAA, download all of the things you can download in the PDF forms, bring them into here, circle, highlight. There's a highlighter option in here for GoodNotes, and really get yourself organized, because you're going to find that you're going to forget a little things. And it's just like a notebook. You can move stuff around and take page 15 and make it now page 3 because it matches the weather report in here. And you're on YouTube and you see this great chart that you understand. You screen grab it, you open GoodNotes, you put it right into where the weather report is, and now you can kind of formulate your mind. And then 2 years later, when you have to take it, you open GoodNotes and you flip through it and you're good to go. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you here. This is a channel called Better B-Roll, and it's on YouTube, and it's got some great questions that you can actually look at and read. There's also another site here, and I'll put these links below just so you guys have them. It's called FAA.psiexams.com. And you go there and you just choose, let's say unmanned aircraft. You want to select that. It brings it up, enter your email in there, and it allows you to go through and take some practice tests as well. Well, I hope those tips helped, and I hope you get really super organized and that you're able to get one of these cards. It takes a while to get the permanent ones. I got a temporary airman certificate after the day I passed so that I could kind of go out and fly, but it took maybe a couple months for me to get my card in the mail, so they were still a little bit slow. Anyway, good luck with your test. If you have any other recommendations, go ahead and put them in the chat. Subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It does help out to help me create more videos like this for everybody. And good luck on your test. I hope you score 100%. Take care.